when you DJ weddings, sometimes you have to, overcome obstacles. There's obstacles sometimes, okay? So picture it. I'm about to DJ this wedding. We do our finals meeting. In the finals meeting, we're going over the planner, super standard stuff, right? Then we come across parents and whatnot. And the bride asked me, told me that, like, as far as parents, okay, so-and-so is my grandfather, but I want you to introduce him as the father of the bride, okay? I want you to refer to him as the father of the bride, introduce him that way. He was making a speech that day. When he makes a speech, call him the father of the bride. He's the father of the bride for the entire day, okay? This is pretty standard stuff, right? It's happened many times. I'm assuming he raised her. I don't know. None of my business. You want me to call her the father? No problem. Got you, right? So that's how I referred to him. That's how I did all the paperwork. That's no problem, okay? So come to the day of the wedding. I arrive at the place, right? And we're loading in stuff. And then I met the grandpop, right? Came up, right? Older gentleman, introduced himself as the father of the bride. Hey, what's up? My name's so-and-so. I'm the father of the bride. Shook my hand. Great to meet you. Congratulations. It's going to be a fun night. Yada, yada, yada. Kept loading in. Okay? So just reconfirmed it, right? That's what we're doing today. Okay? He's the father of the bride for whatever reason. Okay? Again, none of my business, but that's what I'm doing because that's what she wants, and we're going to do it. We're all set up. Everything's ready to go. The best man comes up and is like, yo, wants to talk to me about a speech and little, details, da-da-da-da. And he's like, yo, when's my speech? I want to know. I got to be ready, like they usually do. And he came up, and I was like, yeah, it's going to be right after the father of the bride's welcome. Then he stopped and he corrects me. No. It's the grandfather, just so you know. That's not the father. That's not the father. It's the grandfather. I'm like, yeah, but like the bride wants me to say father. Oh, okay, my bad. Super red flag, okay? That's a huge red flag. And that prepared me for what was about to come. If this happens to you, you need to take note of this, okay? I'll explain. If the best man, someone super connected to the couple, comes up to you and you're talking to him and he corrects you on the follow the bride thing, that means that not everybody's on the same page, okay? Not everybody, like real life, like everyone, just calls him the grandpop and that's it. He's not like, the dad all the time type thing. And if the best man said it, that means the entire crowd also considers him the grandfather, not the father. What does that mean? That means you're going to have hecklers. Hecklers are a thing. Hecklers are a thing at weddings. Any crowd could be a heckler. Why do hecklers heck? They heck because they disagree with something that you say, okay? That's when hecklers heck. The main reason why you would get a heckler at a wedding would be if you're emceeing and you mispronounced a name or titled somebody. You didn't give somebody the right title. You're going to have hecklers because you got to realize that at a wedding, you have 150, 200, however many people of that couple's closest allies. That's their closest allies. It's their friends, their family, all their people. Right? So that's their closest allies. So if they see something that they think's wrong, they're going to call it out right away. Okay? Whether it's wrong or right. And why I'm explaining all this is because you got to prepare yourself. And I feel like there's some people that might, if you get caught off guard with this, you could kind of handle it the wrong way. You know what I mean? Now, because I got that signal from the best man and actually two more later too from other people that I kind of had to they try to correct me and I'm like, no. That's what she wants. And they're like, oh, okay, my bad. I knew what I was in for, okay? So I was prepared for it. You got to be prepared because you bet your ass the second I said, let's hear it for the father of the bride, there was 8 people. The grandfather, it's the grandfather, yelling at me, right? And I could catch you off guard. You talking in front of 150 people. You start getting heckled. It's did I mess up? Oh, shit. And then you end up messing your next announcement, right? Don't want to let that happen to you. You got to prepare for that sort of thing. Look for these little signals, okay? And if it does happen to you, just roll with it. Never address a heckler, okay? Never address them directly. Never yell back at them. Never even pay no. Just keep it pushing. Keep it professional, okay? You don't want to dwell on that sort of thing. I'm a little petty, so what I did was I was literally prepped for that. So when that happened, he came out. Because he was an older guy, so he took a little longer to come out. When he came out, then I was just I kind of pointed him out again. I was like, once again for the father of the bride, to kind of drive the point home. I know what I said, people, right? But other than that, you got to keep it pushing. Don't pay no mind to it, you know, and that's it. You know, heckles happen. Don't feed into it, okay? Comedians can feed into it. Comedians can flame them, but we're not in the position to do that. You know, we're not comedians, we're DJs. So keep that in mind. On a side note too, which is kind of crazy. So that same wedding, it was just like one of those weddings where it's just like a couple little things, like the crowd, I felt like the entire crowd thought I was messing up, and there was nothing I could do about it, right? Because again, I'm calling the grandfather the father. That's what the couple wanted, and you know, they're happy as hell. I did what they said, so we're good. Then it comes for the father-daughter dance with the grandfather, right? So I'm announcing it's father-daughter dance, and they're dancing to a song called "Something Stupid" by Frank Sinatra and Nancy Sinatra, his daughter, right? The song is called "Something Stupid." If you have, don't make my mistake, okay? All right, learn from my mistakes here. If you have a song like "Something Stupid," called "Something Stupid," you want to announce it a certain way, okay? I wasn't thinking, and I just, you know, announced it like regular, and I was like, all right, so family and friends at this time, right here, center of the dance floor, so-and-so and her dad so-and-so are going to share a very special dance to "Something Stupid." Right? And like, it was one of those things where like, as it came out, I was like, oh God, that didn't sound right. And I know for a fact, multiple people in the crowd who've never heard of this. I never heard of this song, honestly, before it. So like, but multiple people in the crowd who've never heard of that song in their lives looked at me like, really? Did he just call their song "Something Stupid"? So it's like, first he's calling the grandpa the dad. Then this guy's calling the song "Something Stupid." Like, hope this is like gotta be the worst MC of all time, right? So the moral of all this story is sometimes you got to look like the bad guy because, well, I could have rephrased the whole "Something Stupid." I could have said a song entitled "Something Stupid." I don't know why I didn't do that. But generally speaking, sometimes you got to be the bad guy, whether it be with requests that you can't honor, but you don't want to throw the couple under the bus, whether it be, you know, the way you announce certain things that might not make sense to most of the crowd, but that's what the couple wanted. You know, you got to do what the couple tells you to do. And sometimes the crowd's going to think you look dumb or think you're doing something wrong. And at the end of the day, fuck them. Okay? Because all that matters is the couple's happy. That's all that matters. You do what the couple says. Don't worry about how you look. Don't worry about your ego, okay? Don't try and tell the couple, well, if I do that, like everyone's going to think I'm wrong. And who gives a shit? It's not your wedding. You know what I mean? That's the moral of this story. Just roll with the punches, people. Not every wedding you're not gonna come out of every wedding looking like Braveheart, looking like the hero and shit. Like, oh wow, this guy's amazing. Sometimes you're gonna look bad when you're really doing your job, you know? And it's just a part of the game.